My name is Elizabeth Harness, and I graduated in May of 2024.
I'm Taylor Franklin. Graduated in 2014, then and worked on staff for 5 years.
I'm Derek Franklin. Also came in 2009 and then left for good in 2019.
My name is Spencer Chipley. I left Truman in 2020.
I don't know that there's one moment where I was like, I belong here, I'm a part of this now. You just go to things and eventually you start to invest in it and you look up and suddenly you're a part of something that you weren't before.
The first way I got really involved with CCF on a consistent basis where I felt like I was serving was doing the donut ministry. Yeah, I would go to Hy-Vee and get donuts before service and set up coffee in various ways, what it looks like to be a good church member.
I feel at a freshman age, I was new to caring about my faith, and CCF, I just plopped right in at a nice time to be around a ton of people who loved God and cared, also wanted to have fun.
When I came to Truman in my first 2 years here, to put very simply, I was a non-believer. I had grown up Catholic, but had denounced my religion when I was in high school. I wasn't quite an atheist, but basically was. I thought religion had no part in my life. Through through Kaylee Bro, shout out, got scooped into CCF, and again, it restarted everything.
I think if CCF hadn't existed, my time at Truman would have been a lot smaller and a lot more closed off. I wouldn't have branched out very much. My view of the world would still be very small, and that's not even touching on like the way spiritually I came from death to life while I was here. There is a kind of magic in Kirksville that would not exist if CCF wasn't here.
I feel like my whole life would be different without CCF. Genuinely. I think of Derek Rohr saying a lot of faith being lived out in the day-to-day, rubbing shoulders with your roommates or your classmates and being kind to those people. I think a lot of me thought that faith was big and you had to do radical things every single day, but CCF was a lot about like, what can you do in the small bits every day that actually really matter?
I think the first time that I had like Christian friends, like they just weren't, I don't know, I didn't feel like I had that growing up as much, or especially Christian friends that were fun and not too serious and that I just got along with so well.
The people of CCF being living examples of God's love saved my life. I don't know if I'm a Christian if it weren't for CCF.
I grew to learn over my time at college that it's the way you put those things into practice, the way you are out there actively loving the people of God, which is everybody. Like, that is one of the most important things I learned from CCF. Everybody is the people that God is trying to reach.
It is a community of people who I think truly understand God's love. The way CCF shows their faith is as Christ-like and as loving as one can be. So I think it's people who truly understand what it's like to be Christ-like.